I love the Beef Breeds Memory picture pin on Pinterest because it reminds me of Alicia when she first started her business, and the memory games that we have is called Recall, and we have Bingo and Quick Cards and things like that, which we still sell, but that shameless plug. But they cut out pictures and did it themselves. This isn't an activity that you have to do for the kids. You don't have to race around and do all this. If you can get them to print out the information, they can cut out the cards, they can make the names that go along with it, and they can play memory with that. So just in that in themselves, that's less work on you. It's an activity where you can assess them. You don't have to do a test, you don't have to do a quiz. It's something that they can do, and you can walk around and watch that kinesthetic activity. The big thing though that my wife Alicia always talked about when she used this kind of activity with her kids is the example she always gave. She was doing plant science. They were talking about photosynthesis and respiration and things like that, and she was walking around. The kids were supposed to find photosynthesis, and the matching memory card would be C6H12O6. And so the kids would sit there and go photosynthesis, 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 and then they would try to say to themselves C6H12O6 or whatever the card was, and that it was just drilled it into their heads, repeated it and repeated it and repeated it more than she could have ever done just standing in front of them and saying this information to them. It's just so much more valuable when they do it themselves, or when they hear their classmates doing it and they know that C6H12 isn't the exact one they're looking for. They're talking about convert sunlight into whatever it has to be. That's the critical part, is them using their minds instead of you just trying to pry open their head and pour that information down there. But you can use this for plant science, for terminology and vet science, for it's endless. If you just want to change it up a little bit and you ask them a question and they run up to the board and they have to win, lose, or draw the answer for their group in order to get the points. There's so many different ways that you can reinforce this information without you being at the front talking to them and expecting them to listen. So go out, find something to get them active, and it will do wonderfully for your students. Y'all have a great day. My name's Brian Tomlinson with One Less Thing.